Hello there. So, about 2 months ago, I was bicycling with my friends across America. We're called the Cultural Recyclists, and we biked from Delaware all the way to California. And one morning, I was biking. We had just left this town, and I was just cruising along the highway, um, just kind of thinking things over in my head, and I have this kind of spiritual practice where I just kind of imagine what it would be like to die and what if today was my last day on earth. And I was thinking about that, um, and then 20 minutes later I was thinking about something completely different, and then boom, I just was hit by a car, and I instantly knew I was gonna die. I hit the ground, and I saw this white light that was just insanely peaceful, and my whole body just became peaceful. And I I knew for sure that I was gonna die, but it was okay. I just got this overwhelming sense that it was all good. And then I opened my eyes and saw my friend Charlie running over like in slow motion. Everything just had become still, and he's running over to me, and I just kind of look up and I'm like, just tell everyone I love them, like this is it. And then I just started smiling, and I said, if anything, if I die, put all my money into buying Eckhart Tolle books, because I had been reading this book the few days before that, and I just knew I was gonna die, and the only thing that made sense to do was for people to read this book. And then as I lay there on the highway, the woman who hit me came running over, um, and I just started hugging her and from the ground and just assuring her that it was all good. And I realized I looked down at my toes and I could wiggle them, and I realized that I wasn't gonna die, but I just was given a second chance somehow. And I immediately started sending chi throughout my whole body, and everyone who came over to me, I just asked them to send chi to my body, which is like life force energy. And I feel like that process completely changed the outcome of my injuries, and I ended up not having any broken bones, even though the woman was driving 65 miles an hour. And later I was laying in the hospital about an hour later, and I just had this, my friends were kind of healing my legs with Reiki, and I just had this extremely profound experience where I just actually realized what had just happened and that I was somehow still alive. And I just, I had such a keen awareness of the stuff I think about every day, but just how our whole civilization is really just enacting a story. All of the crazy things we worry about, it's just our culture. We're I just got this sense that all of these things we're doing are so futile, and really all we want is just peace and happiness. And I believe that books like Eckhart Tolle and this book, which I just finished reading called Spontaneous Evolution, are absolutely the only things that matter. Like, worrying about whether we're going to catch the bus or not, it's just stupid things like that. So I so highly recommend this book and The Ascent of Humanity by Charles Eisenstein, which I'll post a link to. And just in this experience, I just I could have been gone, and somehow I'm still here. And the only thing that makes sense now more than ever is just to do the things that these books are talking about, and just work for peace on planet Earth, because everything else is silly and just a distraction. So I also you can also get Spontaneous Evolution on CD. I've been burning this whole stack of blank CDs to do that, and so I very highly recommend all three of those things and many other things which I talk about in my videos. And I'm just so excited about all of these things because there's so much that we can do and there's so much change happening. My friend, I recommended that she get this book, A New Earth, and she said she went to the bookstore and they were completely sold out of it, this huge bookstore. She said they're just like flying off the shelves. So that's awesome, and we are creating a new earth. So life is good. Have a wonderful day.